everyone, it's Ron over at CTREIA. So, hey, fast video. This is sort of a lease tip, but it's not anything that's like in the lease, okay? It's just sort of a talk track that I do with every lease up. So a couple things you should know. Number one, portfolio-wide, I only do a month-to-month lease. So it gives me a little bit more leeway. I don't want to say the word power, that doesn't sound right. But when I tell you what I tell the tenant. And the other thing is that I spend about an hour at my lease up. So as you guys know, the lease is 28 pages long, and we're going to go over it. And that's what I tell the tenant at the lease up when we make the appointment to do that. That, hey, earmark some time, Mr. and Mrs. Tenant, because we're going to be here a while. Okay, I need them to understand the ramifications of non-performance of my lease. And that's one of the ways that I do it. So one of the things I explain to the tenant, especially in a Class C neighborhood, is that, Mr. or Mrs. Tenant, my job is to keep your rent as low as possible, believe it or not. However, your level of service is going to dictate what I charge in rent. For instance, if you are the type of tenant who demands top level service, then I need top level rent. Okay, we always have to match each other. The higher you go, the higher I have to go. Okay, so if you're gonna call me for a squeaky cabinet once every week, that's cool. I can service that level, tenant. I just can't do it for $8.95 a month. Okay, so if something breaks or you don't have no hot water, your refrigerator doesn't work, something like that, call me right away. I'm your first phone call. Okay. However, if you're gonna break my stones, I have to raise your rent. Okay, so your level of rent or service is dictated always by my rent level. Okay, we always have to match that. So I kind of explain that to the tenant. Help me keep your rent down. Every time you call for a BS reason, every unit is its own P&L, and I explain that to them. So I'm going over it all the time. It's like, wow, unit 4 has got 1 million calls, cost me a fortune, got to raise the rent. And remember, we're on a month-to-month. So I explain that to the tenant, that help me keep your rent down. Don't break my stones. I may not have to raise your rent as much as I normally would. Anyway, so hopefully that helps somebody kind of get your own talk track down. I've done that 100 times. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But I like to explain that to the tenant, that there is a profit and loss and there's ramifications to abusing the unwritten rule we have, okay? So just kind of explain that, and hopefully that kind of saves on some phone calls for you. So, hey guys, we got a busy week next week. Monday is our monthly meeting in Rocky Hill. Go to CTREIA.com, grab your ticket. Tuesday is our meeting in Fairfield, in Stamford. So super excited to see everybody. I'll be flying in for it, looking forward to it. Go to CTREIA.com. Thanks, guys.